between these two pieces, so I really want to be sure that I'm pressing down hard at this edge and make sure that it's really nicely glued down. Okay. We can also have this all around, why not? So I'm massaging those edges. That piece is a little bit too long, but it's fine. I think I can have this a little bit in the middle. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to use one of the brushes. This is pretty small, but maybe it can. Oh, how about this one? This one would be better. Okay, so in your set you might have smaller, larger, flat would be the best. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how you could apply the first layer. So it's very, very important that this paint, and if you have paint like this, most of those paints that you're using right now, they are thick, but they are not too thick. Okay, so you cannot use water to dilute it or make it thinner. You don't want to have this thinner, actually. It's already pretty thin. Okay, so we're going to use pure hue, and this is how very often you will start. Okay, so I'm going to apply nicely that layer. So the direction is horizontal, okay? From left to right or right to left, whichever. So as I'm applying, you're seeing that I'm actually making sure if it was thickly applied at first, okay? You see probably a little bit of an edge here, that's pretty thick. I'm spreading this over the entire area until it's nicely covered, but it's also enough thin so we don't have a relief sort of paint. It's very smooth and flat. Okay, so I think it's sort of kind of dry to the touch, so we can proceed with the second layer. The same thing, you're not changing the color. So if you have a very specific mixture with white, and we're going to do this in a moment, then you need to find the same amounts, mix them together, and then apply the second layer. So the second layer, it's very important that since before that direction was horizontal application of brush strokes, this time the brush strokes will be opposite to it at 90 degrees to the previous direction. So 90 degrees to the previous direction, it will be up and down, which is vertical, okay? And this is how you're going to apply now paint. Okay, so we see I'm first applying like this, and then I see, oh, there is a little bit too thick, that layer, so I'm spreading this, but still in a very similar manner. And if it's still not dry, I'm just going over very quickly. Okay, so this is how you can do whenever you apply paint within those long bars, transitioning from one color to another in your assignment. Okay, this is looking pretty good at this point. I put my brush immediately into the cup with water. I'm rinsing it well there. I'm gonna keep it there for a moment. Now we're going to wait for this to dry. It's been drying pretty fast, so maybe I can already, yeah, it peels off pretty nicely. No bleeding. We always want to watch for bleeding. So what I was doing in the beginning, you know, before applying the paint, I was making sure that the tape sticks really well at the edges. And sometimes, you know, it still bleeds. There's a little bit of bleeding here, but otherwise I have to tell you that it looks pretty nice and neat. Okay, pretty beautiful. Oh, look at this red. Okay, so this is how you would like to use tape. And 2 layers, it's the safest to create a really beautiful quality of surface.